Scene script. Have you ever wondered about the significance of HTTP and HTTPS in networking? Why do they matter? HTTP, standing for Hypertext Transfer Protocol, and HTTPS, its secure counterpart, are fundamental elements in networking. They are the backbone of data exchange on the internet, serving as the protocols that enable communication between different systems online. Think of them as the language spoken between computers to share information. When you type a website address into your browser, you're actually sending a request through the HTTP or HTTPS protocol. The server, understanding this language, responds back, allowing your browser to display the website. But why are these protocols so vital? The answer lies in the efficient and secure transfer of data they ensure. HTTP and HTTPS are not just about communication, but about effective and safe communication. Without these protocols, the information exchanged over the internet would be like a letter without an envelope, open for anyone to read. HTTP, though a pioneer, is like sending a postcard through the mail. It's open and can be read by anyone who intercepts it. This is where HTTPS adds a layer of security. HTTPS is like sending a sealed letter. It uses encryption to seal the data during transmission, protecting the information from prying eyes. The significance of these protocols becomes even more apparent when we consider the vast amount of sensitive data transmitted daily over the internet. From personal emails to banking transactions, we rely on HTTPS to keep our information safe. So why do HTTP and HTTPS matter? They matter because they facilitate our online communications, making the World Wide Web a reality. They matter because they protect our information, ensuring that our personal and financial data remain confidential. As we delve deeper into the world of HTTP and HTTPS, you'll come to realize their critical role in our digital lives. The importance of these protocols cannot be overstated, as they form the foundation of safe and efficient data transfer on the internet. As we delve deeper, you'll realize the critical role of HTTP and HTTPS in our digital lives. To appreciate their significance, we need to understand what HTTP and HTTPS are. Let's start with HTTP. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is a protocol, a system of rules that allows the fetching of resources, such as HTML documents. It's a bit like a language that your web browser and the server hosting a website use to communicate and exchange information. When you type a URL into your browser's address bar, you're actually sending an HTTP request to a server. This request might be saying something like, "Hello server, I'd like to see the page at this address, please." The server then responds with the requested page, or an error message if something went wrong. HTTP is stateless, which means each request is treated independently and without any knowledge of the requests that came before it. This might sound like a disadvantage, but it actually allows the web to scale and handle large amounts of traffic. HTTP is also a foundation of any data exchange on the web. It's not just for loading web pages, it's used for downloading files, submitting forms, and even for APIs that allow different software applications to communicate with each other. HTTP operates on top of the TCP/IP protocol suite, which means it uses the internet's built-in systems for ensuring that data gets from one place to another. However, HTTP itself doesn't have any built-in security. It sends everything in plain text, which could be intercepted and read by anyone who happens to be listening in on the network. It's like sending a postcard through the mail. Just as anyone who handles the postcard can read what's written on it, anyone who intercepts an HTTP message can read its contents. This is fine for many types of data, but not ideal for sensitive information like passwords or credit card numbers. So, HTTP is the backbone of data communication on the internet. But what happens when we need security? Scene script. Here's where HTTPS comes into play. But what is HTTPS? Well, let's start with the basics. HTTPS stands for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure. It's essentially the secure version of HTTP. But how does it secure the data, you ask? That's where SSL, or Secure Sockets Layer, and TLS, Transport Layer Security, come into the picture. These two protocols are the backbone of data encryption in network communication. Now let's delve a bit deeper. When you visit a website using HTTPS, your browser and the website's server establish a secure connection through a process called handshake. This handshake involves the exchange of encryption keys, which are then used to scramble or encrypt the data that is sent between your browser and the server. The beauty of this encryption is that even if someone intercepts this data, all they would see is a bunch of gibberish. Only your browser and the server have the keys to decipher, or decrypt, this data. This is what makes HTTPS so essential for protecting sensitive information during transactions. Think about it. When you're shopping online, you're entering your credit card details, your address, perhaps even your phone number. You wouldn't want this information falling into the wrong hands, would you? HTTPS ensures that this information remains confidential and secure, protecting you from potential identity theft or fraud. In addition to this, HTTPS also authenticates websites. This means that when you visit an HTTPS website, you can be confident that you're actually communicating with the site you intended to and not a malicious imposter. In a nutshell, HTTPS is like a secure tunnel that protects the data flowing between your browser and a website server, keeping it safe from prying eyes. It takes the robust functionality of HTTP and enhances it with a layer of security, courtesy of SSL and TLS protocols. So HTTPS is HTTP leveled up with security. But how do they compare? Now that we know what HTTP and HTTPS are, it's time to put them head to head. Let's start with security. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, sends data over the internet in plain text. This means that anyone who intercepts the data can read it. Consider this like sending a postcard through the mail. Anyone who handles it can read your message. On the other hand, HTTPS, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, encrypts the data before sending it. This is like sending a locked box through the mail. Even if someone intercepts the box, they can't access the contents without the key. In the context of the internet, this key is known as an SSL, or Secure Sockets Layer Certificate. In terms of performance, you might think that HTTPS, with its added encryption, would be slower than HTTP. However, that's not the case. Thanks to advancements in technology, the time it takes to encrypt data has become negligible. In fact, HTTPS can actually be faster than HTTP due to a protocol called HTTP2, which allows for faster data transfer. Now let's talk about SEO, or search engine optimization. Search engines like Google prioritize websites that use HTTPS. This means that if your website uses HTTPS, it's more likely to rank higher in search results. This is a significant benefit for businesses and anyone looking to increase their online visibility. In today's internet landscape, where data security is paramount, the use of HTTPS over HTTP is not just a good practice. It's a necessity. With cyber threats on the rise, protecting sensitive data is more critical than ever. HTTPS provides this layer of security, ensuring that data is securely transmitted across the internet. Clearly, HTTPS offers a more secure alternative to HTTP. But what does this mean for network engineers and users? Well, for network engineers, it means ensuring that websites and services are set up to use HTTPS. For users, it means looking for that little padlock in your browser's address bar, which indicates a secure HTTPS connection. By understanding the differences between HTTP and HTTPS, we can all contribute to a safer and more secure internet. The understanding of HTTP and HTTPS is not just important for network engineers, but also for the everyday internet user. These protocols are the backbone of data exchange on the internet, and their comprehension can make a world of difference in how we navigate the online world. For network engineers, grasping the intricacies of HTTP and HTTPS is vital for troubleshooting and optimizing network performance. HTTP, being a stateless protocol, does not store any data from previous requests. This can sometimes lead to performance issues, as every request has to be processed from square one. Understanding this can help engineers devise ways to optimize the network for faster data exchange. On the other hand, HTTPS adds a layer of security to this data exchange. It uses SSL or TLS protocols to encrypt the data. This encryption can sometimes cause a slight lag in data transmission. Knowing this, network engineers can work on balancing the need for security with the need for speed, ensuring a smooth and secure online experience. Now, let's turn our attention to everyday internet users. While you might not need to troubleshoot network problems or optimize performance, understanding HTTP and HTTPS is still crucial for you. Recognizing the S at the end of HTTPS in your browser's address bar can make a difference between a secure browsing experience and falling prey to cybercrime. HTTPS encrypts the data exchanged between your browser and the website, keeping it safe from prying eyes. It is especially important when you're putting in sensitive information like credit card details or passwords. So, next time you're shopping online or logging into a website, make sure to look for that S in HTTPS. So, whether you're a network engineer or a regular internet user, the knowledge of HTTP and HTTPS is essential for a secure and efficient online experience. Let's take a moment to recap what we've learned about HTTP and HTTPS. We started off by establishing the fundamental roles of HTTP and HTTPS in networking. HTTP, or Hypertext Transfer Protocol, is the foundation of data communication on the web, while HTTPS, standing for Hypertext Transfer Protocol Secure, adds a layer of security to this foundation. We then delved into the differences between the two, emphasizing that HTTPS, with its extra S for secure, encrypts data to prevent unauthorized access. We discussed how this encryption is crucial in protecting sensitive information, such as login credentials and payment details. Finally, we highlighted the far-reaching impact of HTTP and HTTPS on network engineering and internet usage. From maintaining website security to optimizing user experience, these protocols are instrumental in shaping the digital landscape. Remember, in the world of networking, understanding HTTP and HTTPS can be your key to a safer and more efficient online journey.